Therefore, hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on
Mm.
his throne, all the host of heaven. The Lord said, who will entice Ahab
Yeah.
to go up? One said
Mm-hmm.
this, while another said that. I guess
Mm-hmm.
those are angels.
Absolutely.
Then a spirit, an
Mm.
angel,
Mm.
came forward and stood
Yep.
before the Lord God and said,
Mm-hmm.
I will
Mm-hmm.
entice him, that is, tempt. The Lord said, how? The spirit said, I will go out and be a deceiving spirit in the
Mm-hmm.
mouth
Mm.
of all his prophets. God said,
Yes.
okay, go do it. Why is God doing this with this spirit?
Well, God is able to do with angels what he desires. Sometimes he sends angels out to create trouble, havoc. This is not the devil speaking here. In the Hebrew, you have a very subtle expression that this enticing spirit came from with Yahweh, not directly as though Yahweh is going to entice somebody, but the spirit came from alongside Yahweh. I think this is a good angel being used in this unusual situation to actually deceive people through the mouth of the prophets. They deserved it, of course. God did not do this because they didn't deserve it. They were already probably blinding themselves, and so that is simply an addition. That would be my suggestion. That's not a reference to the devil or demons in that passage. And the subtlety is that it's said to be a spirit coming from with, from alongside, rather than directly God himself.
We also have a similar warning in the New Testament,
Mm.
Second Thessalonians, where
Mhm.
if we don't accept the truth,
God will send upon them a deluding influence so they will believe what is false. He could do that either by using a fallen angel or by using a true angel who is specially equipped in this particular situation. In order, look at this, that they all may be judged who didn't believe the truth, but took pleasure in wickedness. You see there that believing the truth is the opposite of being wicked. So if you want to be wicked, you decide not to believe the truth. Believing error be strongly contraindicated by those verses.
now just to be clear, this situation happens after our
Hmm.
decision.
Yeah,
This isn't a situation where we're dealing with some despot God,
right. That's right.
some evil God, but this is a situation that happens because
Hmm.
we have willfully,
That's right.
knowingly done things that
Right.
are already evil.
Yep.
And this is part of God's punishment. So we know this section very well, and that
Exactly.
it talks about the wrath of God. So
Hmm.
we love to talk about the love of God in the New
Mm.
Testament. What about
Mm.
the wrath of God in the New Testament?
Yeah.
People want to pit the New versus the Old
Yes,
Testament as if it's a different
exactly.
God.
Right.
But there's a lot of wrath of God stuff in the New
Of
Testament.
course.
So here you have verse 21. They
Mm.
knew God,
Mm.
but they didn't honor God, professing to be wise. So
Mm.
apart from just
Mm.
disobedience, they think they're
Mm.
better than God. They think they're smarter than God. Here's an interesting warning, verse
Mm-hmm.
23.
Mm-hmm.
They become idolaters. That's interesting. That's
Mm.
dangerous when you take a creature, a created being, and
Yes.
prop him up like the one true God. Verse 24, and this is this is the result of our situation. This
Mm-hmm.
is the famous God hardened Pharaoh's
Mm-hmm.
heart because it was
Mm-hmm.
already hardened.
Exactly.
Therefore, God gave them over. Therefore, for they exchanged the truth of God.
Mm-hmm.
For this, again, note the therefore, and then in case you're
Mm.
not clear, for this reason.
God does not remove free will within certain limits. None of us has free will to do exactly what we want to do. But God doesn't punish a creature, either angel or human being, who could not but be evil. If God created the devil as evil, or created Adam and Eve as evil, and then punished them for being evil, this would be a disastrous affront to the character of God. So you pointed out exactly right. Because they did not receive a love of the truth, Paul said, God then gave them over to believe a spirit of delusion, and that then put them in very bad shape with God. Very clear.